Welcome to the live talk. Let me ask you this question. What is your happiness score? Have you ever realized what happiness means to you? Or have you ever realized what all you have today that you are happy or you are satisfied for? You see, when I was a kid, I started learning riding a bicycle by paying 1 rupee to the cycle vendor and taking the bicycle on rent. It was so tough for me to understand how to learn riding a bicycle because at the back of my mind, it was that 1 rupee for 1 hour that was ticking, and I just wanted to learn that riding a bicycle in that one particular hour. I did it many times, and then later on, one day I was able to, balance that bicycle, and that for me was happiness. But as soon as I started riding bicycle, I started seeing people riding bikes, motorbikes, and I wanted to buy or I wanted to experience that, leisure of riding a bike, motorbike. We we tried a lot to ask my friends to give me an access of how I can ride a bike. My elder sister, my cousin, had a two-wheeler. In my 10th standard, I had an opportunity to ride that bike. You see, from a childhood, like I was in third or fourth standard when I started, fourth, fifth standard, when I started riding bikes, a bicycle. From there to ninth or 10th standard, where I had my opportunity to first ride my motorbike. And the moment I sat on that motorbike, the happiness I felt, the accomplishment I felt was amazing. When I started my journey as my career, right, with my first salary, I took my own bike. Of course, there was some help from my mother, from my sister, but the the accomplishment of buying a bike was something which was very amazing. I started riding bike. I was having that experience, but then I started looking at people who had amazing cars, and then I started thinking, okay, when will I buy my car? Maybe that has a different experience of happiness. In 2015, I took my first car, right? And that's when I felt, okay, now this is something where I can experience that happiness of owning your own car, right? So from my bicycle to a motorbike to my car. I'm driving my car since almost 6, 7 years now. This is the eighth year. Now my thought process is, okay, what is the new car in the market? How I can upgrade my current, uh, you know, experience of driving an automatic car or experience of driving, a luxurious car. You see the pattern which is here, that some point where had I achieved what I wanted, there is something which I wanted to achieve more. The happiness which I achieved was very limited, right? This is normal human tendency that when you achieve something which you want more than that in the next phase. And that's how you just keep ticking your happiness score and raising the bar of how you can reach that happiness score. And in this journey of your life, you definitely will experience swamps. There are ups and downs in life. That is a normal phenomenon of how you live your life. But as soon as you experience unsatisfactory results, you are depressed. You go away from the happiness which you are embraced, after achieving certain goals, and then you forget what you have today. There are people who are struggling to get there. For example, you have your home to stay, you have clothes to wear, you have food to eat, you have a good job today, You have monthly income coming in. There are people who are struggling to even find job. There are people who are struggling to find a place to stay. There are people who are struggling to just find a piece of clothes to wear, food to eat. There are people struggling, striving, starving like hell in terms of, in how they can manage their life. You, on the other hand, are blessed where you have all these things given by the universal power. So now evaluate yourself and understand what is your happiness score. Your happiness score should always be positive. And as soon as you feel that it's going towards negative, just think about what you have today and how you have grown from your 10, 15 years past till today. Just evaluate what were you 10, 15 years ago and what are you today, and see how much you've grown, how much of value you have received from the universal power. This is one thing which I always follow: gratitude. I think the one thing which always transform your mind to feel that the happiness every single day is you start your day with gratitude. See, as soon as you get up, if you just say thank you, universe, for this day, I can see this day today, that is something very big achievement for you. People could not, see this day today, right? So this is something which you start implementing and start your day with happiness, gratitude, and transform your mindset to always think about positive things. This is very, very interesting to know that if you start practicing this gratitude every single day, you will see yourself, your entire day is transformed into a happy day, and your happiness score will increase. I'm sure everyone would want that every day will be a happy day. You go to office, happy environment. You come back home, happy environment. You get up, you eat, you sleep, happy environment. Everybody wants that. And that starts within yourself. If you train your mind to think about all the good things that are happening with you, then no negative things will impact your day. No negative things will impact your life. No negative things will impact your growth, and no negative things will impact your mindset. So start practicing gratitude. Understand what are you today, what were you 10 years, 15 years back, and evaluate yourself. How much have you grown? What all things you have achieved? What all things you have received from others? How much have you grown in terms of technical skills? How much you've grown in terms of your career, your growth, your designations, your salary, your status of living? Evaluate that and think about what is your happiness score. I'm sure every time, whenever you feel that you are going into negative zone, think about what have you achieved so far and how the universe have helped you every single time to come out of these negative scenarios. And you'll be surprised to see that you will be evaluating so many things that has happened with you that gave you a, a happiness feeling or a sense of achievement. So, guys, this is something which I want to focus on, and I want to talk about that. Focus on all the positive things which you have received so far. Focus on how you have built yourself from a 10, 15 years ago person to today what you are, and cherish those moments, cherish those learnings, help others to evaluate themselves and learn from your experiences. The more you give to others, the more you receive in abundance, right? So please keep this in mind. If you are going into a negative zone, think about where are you today, what were you 10, 15 years back, what have you received, what have you achieved, and you will feel that you are blessed. So keep focus on your growth, on your life, on your health, on your finances, on your career, and keep growing. I'm doing a webinar recent. I'm doing a webinar soon. The link I will share in my webinar videos. Keep watch on my posts, my articles, my write-ups, and I would recommend that you join those webinars because those webinars are transformational webinars. Those webinars are life changing webinars. I'm sure you will get value instantly that you can start implementing and see change in your life. So be focused, be consistent, be dedicated, and be invincible.